no matter how long you've been doing this sort of thing, I mean, there's always room for improvement. So there's no need to think that you can't become any better and not do an even better job for your customers and further yourself and your business and livelihood.
The one thing I enjoy about the Fireball training experience is that there are different levels of experience all coming together in one location. It allows you to get tips and tricks from different installers, and you get a lot of real-world experience rather than reading what's on the instructions on the website. Those can only go so far when you're learning about a coating and how to apply it properly.
I think that no matter how long you've been doing something, a year, 30 years, you can always gain something. And personally, I think that if you can't come to something like this and learn something, there's an issue with that. You're either not teachable or, I always keep an open mind no matter what I go into and hear different perspectives and different ways to do things, because what I know might not always be right.
Since I've taken the training, and again, I've been applying Fireball for a while, I think this is going to, again, up it in not only what I'm able to charge, but also in the perfection that I'm able to deliver to that end user customer. Because having a little better understanding of each of the coatings and how they go on and how each one works, I think will be better in the end product, which ultimately will be better for my business.
I would say because everything's moving really quickly now, like technology and products and even techniques to do things are moving really fast. They're always changing, and I personally, if I can do something better and faster.
We as an industry have a difficulty getting standards across the board. You can have 10 different processes across 10 different detailers. I think with people going into training, it allows you to not only validate your skills that you have learned, but I believe that if more detailers went to training, we can possibly standardize what a customer would expect at a minimum from a detailer, rather than always risking getting something different level of service from the detailer. So having minimum standards across different services, I believe is important.
So I think no matter who you are, whether you're old, young, you've been doing this for a year or 30 years, I think you always have something you can learn, something that you can take away from it, whether it's a new perspective on something or whether you actually gain knowledge into something you didn't know.
There was a lot of takeaways on upselling and different adjustments that I could do with my business model that allows me to ensure I have great potential to maintain my business sustainability. So that is the most important takeaway.
Again, you're not going to have these questions in your head. You can't think of everything. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. There's someone that's going to have a question that needs to be filled, and everybody's going to be different. And to have an environment like this where a bunch of people, a bunch of brains can get together and just really nitpick, it's worth it.